Hey guys, it's Ryan here, and today I want to show you something that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing a tutorial today. We're starting, rather, a tutorial about making a graphing program. So it's going to be kind of complicated, not too complex, but here you see there's only 5 classes, but it's not too complex. So what you do is, in this MLG text box, you type your equation. Here there's going to be y equals, of course, and then you could do 4 times x. Take a little while. And then it graphs. We can do a sine wave by typing sine x, or just sin, sin, and then it makes the sine wave. You can do a bunch of cool things. You can also just put pi times x. You write down pi and then it gives you pi. You can write down e and it gives you e. Or you can just write x. I call this prograph. This is actually a program I made a while ago, because it's not prograph like professional, but it's actually prograph because programming graph. You can do x and 1. You can do x mod 10 and or modulus, and it'll give you some kind of cool thing like that. And you can do a bunch of things. You can x mod 10, caret, which is XOR 3 times pi, and you can also take the sign of that, and that'll be pretty cool. It'll come up with that weird type of thing. Then you can maybe mod 69 or just 61, and it won't do anything. You could mod 3, and also this does take decimal points rather. So you can actually, it's very exact. And yeah. And you can divide that by e. And then you'll have something like that. So as you can see, this program is very, very cool. You'll be able to do a lot with it. So yeah. Today all we're going to do is we are going to start on our main structure of this program. Graph tutorial. Then you can make a class, and we'll type this you can make me.your name. I'll do me.mlg child, and then you can, I made this a while ago. I used to use component as my main class. Now I use display, which is more representative. You can do whatever you want. And let me just see what I did here. Okay, so first what we do is we extend jpanel and implement implants, runnable and we say Command Shift O, and then we add unimplemented methods. So all we're doing today is adding the skeleton backbone of this program. And while running, tick, render, and this is not really going to be much different than any game. I know I've done like really bad tutorials in the past for games. I sounded like a little squeaker. But this is going to be much better. And this, again, this could actually be used. Although games can't be used. So first what we're going to have to do is we're going to have public static final int width equals 800, or however big you want it to be. I recommend using 800 because then you're not 800 and 600, because then you're not going to scale that. You're not going to have to scale them. Although if you do make it bigger, you're going to have more space than 34. Yeah, that's that. Then we're going to have public boolean running, and that's equal to false. Or actually, we're going to make that private rather. Okay, thanks, Milo. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have private thread, and we're not going to make this wait, because if we make it wait, then it's going to be even more slow. Also, I think I might have made that wait. No, okay. So, sorry guys, I just haven't worked with this in a while. After that, we're going to do system.exit. So, when we leave the loop, we are going to, when we leave the loop, we're going to, almost said when we leave the whoop. When we leave the whoop, then we're going to exit the program. Now, if we say if the thread is null, or if it's not set, then the thread is equal to a new thread with the runnable this class. The class that is the runnable is this. Hope I don't have to explain that more because I cannot speak. Thread.start. So then we start the thread, which then goes into the run, because this thread is attached to this runnable, which then goes into this loop and does while it's running. But I forgot to add run equals true, and that would not work, and we would be sad, and I would be throwing a tantrum. Oh no, I wouldn't be throwing a tantrum. And then thread.join, and that was an error, so we had to add a try catch. By the way, I'm using Java. I don't know what Java I'm using. Properties. Oh, Java compiler. Okay, we're using Java 7. So I recommend you use that. And now that we're down there, we're going to public static void main. You all know this, guys. Hopefully you've learned from the best, which is me. Oh, and also we're gonna have a public static display instance, just for good measure, so we can access this just in case we need to. Instance equals new display, and we're gonna create the constructor right now. Oh, and we also want a private void init. Not private void int. We would not like an integer. And we're just going to do the constructor, which all it's going to do is initialize, then run. Or not run. We're going to start. We can collapse that, collapse this, collapse that, collapse that. We're not going to be using any of these three anymore. We're not going to be editing them because I'm pretty sure we have all we need in here. We actually put the guts and stuff in the tick and render. This is just an intermediary, you could say. So, oh yes, okay. We need to add the drawing, or the graph area rather. Thank you so much. Private canvas graph area. See, I do remember some stuff. I don't remember. Okay. Oh yeah. We need private JButton graph calc or calculate. You can say either way. I recommend you using just calculate or calc, just so you remember. And private J text field. I'm not sure if it's J text field or J text area. Okay, it's J text field MLG, J text field equation editor. And now what we do is we set the size. We do this dot set size. This dot set minimum size. New dimension. Width and height. Sorry, I'm not talking. So we need to do this because if we don't do this, the window does not know how large our thing is going to be. It's like, what do you want the minimum size to be? You want it to be no? Okay, then we'll just like not have the size. Then it doesn't work. And then so you have to make all three of these. It's really dumb. I know. I feel you, dude. Or dude or girl or whatever gender you are, or other, as Google would say. Now we need to set the layout. We need to set it to a new border layout. Border layout is like so. I don't know. I can visualize it for you guys, but that would probably be useless. It's essentially like there's a bunch of areas. There's north. There's center. there's east, and I don't really feel like typing all this out, so you'll just have to know for yourself. Go question Mr. Google. Or just go on the MySpace and ask someone. Oh, we don't use MySpace anymore? Oh, sorry. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to... So yeah, we set the layout, we set the sizes. Graph area equals new canvas. I believe so. And then we're gonna start add graph area. Start add. Oh. Okay. Then we're gonna have to do border layout. Dot. We're gonna put this at the top. If you saw by my MLG equation or MLG other graphing program, so we run, and this is the graph area, this is the graph calc, and this is the equation editor. Then that little do not distribute is just because my friends threatened me to reproduce this as their own when we were joking around one day. Okay, so now we do graph calc equals new J button, and then just calculate graph calc dot add action listener, new MLG listener, and yeah, so then we add that, and then got to, oh sorry, typo, so action listener, and then we hover over this, add unimplemented methods, and yeah, after this we're going to add this once we got like all our graphs set up, but for now we're just setting up the window and make it look pretty MLG. MLG put calculate code here. MLG nubba scrub. And then lastly, we're going to set the layout, or we're going to add this to border layout dot centray. And lastly, but not leastly, we're going to add the equation editor. Wow, this video is like 20 minutes long. Gotta get on with it. Equals new J text field. This is very simple. All we're doing is going to add this again, as usual. Equation editor. What was it? Border layout dot south, I think it is. Yes. Okay. Now all we need to do, that sounded so weird. Okay. JFrame. Now we need to add the frame. JFrame frame equals new MLG frame. Wait, I think I missed something here. Sorry if this is just very annoying. I'm so sorry. Okay. I wasn't missing anything. Okay, I just made that program many, many months ago. Let's just call this XX underscore swag scope scoper XX graphing program. And I know that's your name, do not lie to me. Okay, frame.add. No, I don't want to add a window listener. Stupid Eclipse. I'm sorry. We'll hug it out. But first we have to get on. Okay, frame.add this. Frame.pack. Frame.set default closer operation. jframe.exit on close, so that when we click close, it closes. So pack just, I forgot to explain that. It just packs everything into the required area for everything to just fit nice and snug. So we have our, I am coding, noob. Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. How about we do not? Or we just close Skype. Yep, that works. Frame dot set location relative to null. Frame dot bit. I just forgot everything. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, why am I fat? We could just set, oh yeah, we need to set resizable. I knew I was missing something. And false. Because you don't want your window to be able to like resize and then like everything gets MLG. And then we just frame.set visible so that our window is just like not there. It's so that it's there and it's MLG. So this should all be nice and dandy. Okay, that worked. But for some reason this button is MLG. Let's figure that out. That might be something worth figuring out. Let's open our MLG skeleton. Okay, so apparently we need to set size. Okay, great. I definitely did not copy that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't copy that. So we have our skeleton and it's pretty MLG. Love. Yeah, we love it. But first let's test our render. Not buffer render. Buffer strategy. BS equals new MLG equals graph sharia dot get buffer strategy if BS equals null BS graph area dot create buffer strategy, and we will do 2 because this program is 2D. And graph area, not graph area, return ray earn. How to type with Ryan. And then graphics g equals bs dot get mlg graphics. No, we'll just super.paint g, and we can g.set color dot black, the color of my soul, g.fill rect 0 0 graph area dot get width graph area dot get height, and now see what happens. Apparently nothing, and apparently buttons like to disappear. My computer is being a noob. Okay. Okay. Swag. Equation editor dot set size new dimension 10 width 10. I don't know why this should affect it, but oh, maybe it didn't call render. Huh. This is great. I love this. This is amazing. This is really awesome. I love how this works. Oh, I know why. We should have done graph area.paintg. And that's not why. Oh, I know. I'm such a noob. We gotta dispose the G. Just like when G stands for gold. Because you would definitely dispose of gold. You wouldn't sell it. And then bs.show. Just like you do in that video, in that card game BS. You show everyone your cards. Okay. So, then you play the game. And it works. Yay, happy. Awesome, great. So our render definitely works. I definitely did not look at that. So I hope you liked that MLG video, and goodbye.